Host Gamer here. I want to talk about the PlayStation 5 and my decision to transition to that console. So I'm going to get a PlayStation 5 in 2025 when the market starts to stabilize. Right now, used PlayStation 5s are going for about the same, almost the same price as retail, which is $370. And so it's not a great time. I'm thinking it's because of the holidays and people are trying to buy stuff. So people mark the prices up on these consoles, and it's just a terrible deal. The reason I want to move is because three main reasons. Number one, I really want to see what PlayStation has to offer in terms of their community. I know a lot of like my crew members from We the Best events and a lot of my friends, and people talk about it, how they enjoy it and stuff like that. And also I know like there's events and all that on GTA 5 online, how popular those are, and it's much more active on PlayStation. And so the consensus is like it seems to be is that Xbox is kind of downward trending in terms of popularity. And you could see why and see how they are because they're selling less consoles, substantially less, and they're pushing for more of an online model where you are to use a PC to stream your games and all this other ways instead of not needing the console itself. PlayStation still depends on that actual aspect. You have to buy the console to play the PlayStation games. And so that's part of it. I do not like that Microsoft has stopped giving exclusive games on the platform. You can even stream the games. You could pay Game Pass for $7 on an EBA for a month, and you could just play the games. Like, you don't need to own an Xbox. It's literally an optional thing. The only thing I have exclusive on my Xbox is my GTA character and my purchases, which is not a lot. I just have GTA. Luckily, I don't have a big library of games on my digitally. And for mostly what I use my Xbox for is Game Pass games and GTA. And the Game Pass games can be played on my computer. So there's no reason for me to actually have an Xbox. I upgraded my computer to a 2 terabyte SSD, SN 850X for $144. And it's a very good drive, and it's been able to keep up, and it can be able to download all these Xbox games without needing an Xbox. Like, you can use an Xbox controller, you can use a mouse and keyboard, you have options. And on top of that, all the Game Pass games, a lot of them I have, are already on my Epic Games account because I got them for free. Because Epic Games really does good jobs, freebies, and they give out games for free that are very good value. Like GTA got there for free. I've just honestly, you know, PC is the best. But the problem I have is that I always need some sort of console so I can play some of these games. But also, it's like a media station. So for me, what the plan is that I'm going to sell my Xbox to back market and then use that money and also look for a good deal in the middle of the year or sometime maybe in a couple months and get a nice PlayStation 5. Hopefully, get it used for under $250. And, that's pretty much the plan. My goal is to get now a very nice PlayStation, lightly used, under 200 or 250, ideally. And that's it. Oh, one more thing I also want to speak about. A little rant. I know I've been kind of going off. I just want to say, like, PlayStation, for people who, all the PlayStation users who are watching this video, I can tell you guys are paying a lot more for monthly subscriptions than we are. So, for example, you can pay $60 a month, $60 for a whole year of online service multiplayer. And you get 2 free games, which are not very good, but you still get something, right? It's not about those free games, it's about the online multiplayer. Why else would you be paying so much for it? So the problem with that is that if you look at PlayStation, it's $30 more. And I don't know why they're doing that because it's not that, like, I don't get why it has to be $80. It's quite frustrating. And there's no coupon or CD keys. There's no, it's all not even, it's non-existent. You can't get anything cheap for your monthly subscription. So you're locked and tied down to Sony's monthly subscription, and you don't have any options elsewhere to purchase cheaper. And I do find that quite irritating because you gotta look at it. It's $80 a year. Now, if you do the math, if you have a PC, you're not paying for multiplayer. Period. $80 can get you, possibly a whole RAM upgrade. I paid $90. I think actually $80 for a whole 32 gigabytes of RAM. And that's something physically I own. At the end of the day, you're paying for a service for just the ability to play a game online. You already own the copy of the game, you already purchased the console. It's so fishy. I'm not a big fan of that. Like it's going to PC has saved me a lot of money. Like I used to pay 20, like used to pay like 15, now it's $20 a month for Game Pass. And now, that's about $200 a year. And for PlayStation, that's like, if you try to get their highest level tier, it's probably about the same. But it's probably more. And I find it frustrating that their consoles are just gatewalling all these experiences behind paywalls. And there's no other options. That's why I went to PC. Also, there's more options on PC, more modding. You can do anything you want. You control your hardware. You get to install whatever programs you want. The list goes on. PC, at the end of the day, is better. Whether you're trying to save a buck or two, it's honestly just better. Even though PCs cost more up front, console is better in the long run. No, a PC is better in the long run because you have to pay a fixed cost. You also got to consider that storefronts might be cheaper. They might offer the game for a much cheaper price than on a console, because on a console they restrict you. You can only buy from them. And so when you have more options, the market is more, you get the best price. Cyberpunk, GTA, all these things, like they're more expensive on a PlayStation store. But if you try to go get a physical copy, it's cheaper. Or if you try to go and get, say, it from Epic Games or whatever, it's $15, or Steam sale, $15. So the value is much better, and also you're getting saving money on the games you play. In PC, you can play the PlayStation games. In fact, they have already, like, Horizon Zero Dawn. They have all these doors like God of Ragnarok or whatever the heck these games are. Final Fantasy VII Remastered. All these exclusive PlayStation games are on PC. All the Xbox games are on PC. So by getting a PC, you're getting the best of both worlds and more flexibility, more control over your hardware. In fact, you're saving money because you could say you can buy a laptop. I recommend anybody buy a laptop, a nice gaming laptop. You can go to used market, get some, for me, I spent $400, got a nice Nitro 8, gaming laptop, barely used, still has warranty on it, no scratches, nothing. The used market's good. Also, you can look into buying retail, but you also want to think about what's the value you're getting, and also looking at not the risks, but asking the right questions. Assessing how you can get the most out of a deal is important. Like, for example, I got my Sony LinkBuds Fit. That's something that cost me $200, $210. I got it for $50 less by going direct to Sony and just redeeming the $25 code that they emailed me, and also their discount. And so that's just saving money. And saving money makes sense and makes dollars. And so you have to make a good deal. And all those little decisions does add up. You could spend a lot of money and you can get anything you want. But if you want to make the best out of your money, you got to look for the right deals, do your research, ask the right questions, and assess the deal. Is it a good value? For example, I talked about earlier the used market. It's terrible right now. You can same money you buy from used, you could buy brand new for maybe $10 more, or from Best Buy or whatever. And it's just not a good deal. And so you have to assess that. A good deal would be a good example of my watch. I bought a watch, my Galaxy Watch 6 Classic, something that cost $250 brand new. And even on a Black Friday discount, it costs the same. And I think less. I think it was $200. I saved $200 by getting it used, no, $100 by getting it used from the Facebook Marketplace. I found out why the seller wanted to sell it. What is he interested in? What's the quality of it? Is there any scratches? I asked him to show proof, photos, pictures, proof. I called the seller, interviewed the seller, and I made sure to assess the situation and the deal properly. And I got a very excellent smartwatch. And also, it's just all about those deals. And there's some things you can't really buy secondhand. Like a VR headset secondhand, you can, but like a VR headset, you have to also think about repairability. Something somebody's used for a while, it's not as new. You gotta also see is okay, well, if it's been used for 2 years, the battery life is gonna be worse, and maybe the fucking screen's gonna have some pixelation or my pixel's dead or whatever. Little things matter. Maybe a scratch on the lens. Like there's certain things like an Oculus Quest 2 or Meta Quest 2 on a used market is good right now because people are selling it for the new Quest 3S. So it's a good time to buy. You got to assess the deal. Make sure that the damage is not big. Make sure the quality is still there. And it takes questioning. You have to ask questions. Because there's no return button. And sometimes you got to assess the deal and assess the situation accordingly. But I'm going off topic. What matters is, in this point of this video, is my goal. For me, a goal is to get a nice PlayStation 5. I will get one soon. Now, in terms of online subscription, I'll probably have to shell out for it. Nothing they can do about it. The only thing I need to do is basically just prepare my GTA account, which I've done. So that's it. I just have everything lined up, ready. I just wanted to share my thoughts about PlayStation. I think it's very good. The reason I got the Series S was because it was cheap. And it was very cheap at the time. You have to consider the time I bought PlayStation. These PlayStation 5s are going for $500 or $400 retail. So I saved $200. Even the used market wasn't that valuable back then because there was such a slow there's a bad slow supply of PlayStations, but not of Xbox. And Xbox was smart, that's when they captivated. But the time has changed, and I honestly think it's a good time to move on from Xbox. It's going to be quite difficult because a lot of my crew members are on Xbox, and I'm selling it. I'm moving on. That's the whole plan, and that's really it. I just want a new start, new friendships on there. I want to start new. And unfortunately, I returned back after, I returned this month, played games again. It's my surgery, and it's not the same. A lot of people have moved on from Xbox, and I think it's not as important to me anymore. I got Xbox because a lot of people were talking about it. It was a popular thing, not as much anymore. Fortunately, it's not good for anybody that Microsoft is losing. I don't like to just say, I like Microsoft. People might say I'm a degenerate. I pay for their subscription, but I pay $3 a month for their personal plan. It's like, what? I'm getting terabyte storage. I'm getting, all this fancy stuff. It's nice. It's a good value. It makes sense. But, it's just like, it's frustrating. As a Microsoft customer, I love their console, but the community and their controller is obsolete. I wish there was a bigger community for GTA on Xbox, but there isn't. There's barely any cool events going on. maybe two TikTokers I know, that I worked with in the past that have done big events on GTA. Yeah, it's all you can't. Also, you can't say it's because of GTA. People are playing GTA 5 online. It's still a very popular game, but people are making content for the game because it's kind of dry, and there's nothing to do. Because everything has been done. Rockstar and the players. You can understand, 10 years old. That's the reason why 5M has become so popular, because it's revived GTA in terms of its capabilities. That's why I play it, and I still don't really give a shit about GTA Online. I go back and forth sometimes. I could try it again, and I got bored. I was like, I played the DLC in just 5-10 minutes. I was like, what is this? There's nothing to do here. Okay, there's some robberies and heists. Cool. It's the same concept again. And it's the same locations you go in to break in. The same little things you do again and again and again. Just in different forms, different mission structures, but the same processes. Oh, I've been in the nuclear facility before. I've been in this place before. They've used this interior 1,000 times. This Rockstar is right now recycling content because they don't want to make anything new. And I'm guessing because they're pushed to GTA 6, but man, it's disappointing. I mean, they have all the resources in the world to handle stuff. So yeah, and that's just my thoughts. I think I'm very excited, and hopefully I will be able to make the transition. And I wish everybody a very big new year. It's been quite a crazy year, and for me and for my life, and for many people as well. Yeah, it's so crazy how fast time has flied since COVID. We're indoors and all that now. Life is moving quick, and I just want to say, it's been 4 years since I made this YouTube channel. Well, I think 5. I'll have to check. Whether 4 or 5 years, I just want to say a tribute to all of you watching and the growth that I've made on this channel and the people watching my videos, even though they don't get so many views as I would like, but the high quality videos I try to produce aren't just for views. It's for mostly just also a way to record those fun and exciting moments that I had in GTA, and a game that I love, and the beauty of the game. Because I think a lot of people, they don't see the inside of the game as much as they do from the trailers. It's like a 10 seconds, but I really went through in every aspect of GTA, every aspect of GTA 5. I've done everything, recorded it, captured it in special ways to make something interesting for you to watch, something of value, something that reminds you of Vanos Gaming, something fun and lively. So when I sometimes watch those old videos, I I reflect on those good memories I had, and the friends I met, and the moments I made, the events I hosted, and the people I met, and everything. Hosting with people around the world, many, many great influencers, people, exciting people, big influencers, people who had 250,000 followers on this platform, that platform. I invited everybody as much as I could to create some community and a special environment to make these events capture the beauty of GTA in the moment of our lives. And that's a huge purpose of why I did all those things I did ages ago. And some people started watching them, and I'd recommend anybody to watch them. Those are videos that took me not only hours of editing in the Rockstar editor, like a normal shoot after an event would be, I would have to spend maybe 2 days, probably 6 hours a day each, so 12 hours on a project just capturing the footage, and then I would spend probably around 4 or 5 hours editing the video, and then an hour uploading the video and promoting it and showcasing it. All of it takes a lot of time, and I did mostly just because it was a hobby. I don't have monetization set on my channel. I don't even monetize any of my videos. I do all of this right now for just fun. That's what I care about, I wanted a way to keep my gaming memories alive, showcase that, save it someplace where the world can enjoy it. I think gaming is very important. It's like movies, but more engaging. It's the future, and I think it's very important. So I've been trying to capture that aspect. A movie or video games. I think that's very important. People see games and they just play it, and sometimes they don't see all the aspects of what the developers do and the details. So it's like in my videos, I also try to push for those little things. Um, I think Rockstar Games has a very intricate level of detail in their older projects that even other companies didn't. Like Cayo Perico, for example, is inspired by Far Cry 3. Like the map, not exactly, but it's definitely inspired by something. And then El Rubio, Juan Strickler, is inspired by John McAfee, of all things. And that funny little video he did. You can watch that video and you're like, oh, I see the similarities. And then, the history. I find it so interesting. Shame. It's just shame. But, GTA 6 will be a good, big game. And it's definitely not coming to PC, at least for a year. At least I think I'm aware of. But either way, one way or another, I do need a console. Even if I don't need to pay for the subscription service, just for media play for my media station as well. So that's all the reasons I wanted to talk about and my reflections of this year for my crew, for my friends. 5M has been one hell of a very fun ride. Been posting a lot of 5M. I get videos, trailers, movies. I have lots of stuff, streams, and I'm gonna be doing more regular streams for GTA 5M. I'm gonna do more stuff like that, and I think 5M has been pretty much the most interesting part of my GTA, I'd say, content creator career. It's the nice thing about video games is it introduced me to another hobby in real life, which is video editing, which is videography, photography, um, making transcripts, planning, organizing events. I found out also a lot of those things attribute to real life. Planning, having a team, organizing meetings, planes, aviation. A lot of those things, I have those interests in real life, and I do them in real life. And luckily, I've been able to do all that. So, GTA has also been really beneficial for my life in terms of finding out my own interests and also my deep interests and having fun in a way that most people don't really ever get to experience. I have very good friends. I have very good people around me, and it's all thanks to GTA. And so it's a lot of appreciation for the game that's made me. I didn't think it'd be this impactful, but it is, and that's just all I wanted to say. Just a happy new year, everybody. And I know I went off on this video, but this is the updates video of everything. And so, yeah, thank you for watching my content. And, I appreciate every comment. I've been trying to diversify the channel with more review videos, more talk type videos, more gaming videos, more video trailers, more 5M content, stuff that I like to watch. Also VR as well. So I've been trying to diversify the content of the channel a lot more. And I hope that you enjoy all the content I make. And I know it's not as polished as other YouTubers are. And certainly there's many better YouTubers than me. But I just try to do what I like to do. And if people want to watch it, happy to. But yeah, thank you for watching this long. And thank you for everything.